our new boat sponsors, Domino's Pizza. Gee, looks like they're making a delivery. What a bunch of ham.
All right. Okay. Get an order.
Take it out the log boom.
Pass it around.
And get a big tip because it costs a lot to run out there. And make sure it's in 30 minutes, okay?
Be sure to leave that piece in there.
All right, let's take a look at the rundown of Heat 2A. Here are the boats. Miller American, Miss Budweiser, American Speedy Printing, Oboy Alberto, and Domino's Pizza making another delivery. Whoops, but not today. George Johnson, driver of Domino's Pizza, is already out of the cockpit. They couldn't get the engine started. So looking very briefly at Heat 2A, 4 of the 5 boats started, and somewhat as expected, the Miller American jumped out to an early lead with Chip Hanauer, averaging better than 118 miles per hour. They got the victory, Budweiser second. Here are the points now. Miller American, a perfect day so far. Second place to the Budweiser, then Oboy Alberto, American Speedy Printing, Domino's Pizza, unable to start. Looking at Heat 2B, the 7-Eleven chose to sit out this dance to repair the right spots, and Squire Shop Britannia went on to get the victory, as you see the rest of the boats in this particular heat. The Squire Shop with Tom Deeth went on to get the win. Executone Telephones broke down, did not finish. So after 2 full flights of racing, Miller American, a perfect day. Squire Shop Britannia at 700 points, the Miss Budweiser. You have 7 boats fighting for the top 6 spots, and the boat conspicuous by its absence, the national point leader, Executone Telephones, after breaking down in Heat 2B. Some of the 200,000 people here enjoying the biggest party in the Northwest, and one of our cameras is right in the middle of it. We'll be right back. American Speedy Printing driver Andy Coker seems to have life by the tail, but a lot of work going on elsewhere. Executone broke down after 2B. They've got problems. Danny, just keep working, but is it just strictly an engine change?
Pardon me?
Strictly an engine change?
Well, yeah, we've got some kind of a problem here, Don. We haven't been able to find it, so we get this engine in, and we're going to get after the systems.
Across the pits, look at this. Bernie Little, owner of the Budweiser, helping out the 7-Eleven crew, trying to get that right sponson repaired. Still, that huge hole is got to be patched up. Looking at the draw for Heat 3A, none of the turbines are in this heat. It'll be a good battle with the Squire, the Bud, and Executone. Looking at Heat 3B, good news, bad news, 7-Eleven more time to get ready, but they've got to go against the Miller American. And again, from our helicopter camera, you can see the boats, all 5 of them, finding their lanes, getting ready to come down for the start of Heat 3A. The Squire Shop Britannia, Tom Deeth, Todd Garling, Cellular 1 in lane number 1. Here we go. It's a good start. All the boats are safe as they go down to the south turn. Again, from high above, it's the Budweiser and Jim Kropfeld in lane number 1 out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Lane number 2 is Executone Telephones. And in lane number 4, moving inside to about lane number 3, is Tom Deeth and the Squire Shop Britannia. What a beautiful turn as all 3 boats go around the south turn. The Budweiser with that brand new boat. A winner in Syracuse, New York, with Kropfeld at the wheel, holding on to first place. But here comes the Executone Telephones, the national point leader. Scotty Pierce moving into first place down the back chute. All 3 boats, Squire Shop Britannia on the way outside. Now coming into that testy north turn. First there, Executone Telephones from our camera inside the north turn. What a shot. Second place, the Budweiser in lane number 1 on the way outside. Tom Deeth out of Detroit, Michigan, driving the Squire Shop Britannia. Scotty Pierce, looks like they got their engine problems taken care of. There he goes, completing lap number 1. Squire Shop Britannia moving up to second place now on the outside as the Budweiser is falling back a bit. Speed on lap number 1, 123.8 miles per hour for the Executone Telephone. Scott Pierce, he has only 300 points for the day. He needs a win very badly here in Heat 3A to get into the final. That would give him 700 for the day. That would put him in pretty good shape to make the top 6 and a run for the Gold Cup. Executone Telephones in its second year with this particular boat. Scott Pierce, the driver, in his first year with this boat. In first place, heading down the back chute. Second place, Squire Shop Britannia. Again into that tough north turn where the breakers come back off the log boom, right back into the turn and right into the traffic. Beautiful shot as Executone Telephone comes down the main chute again. Second place again, Tom Deeth. and the Squire Shop Britannia. Third place, Jim Krupfeld, the 1984 National Points champion, driving that new boat, trying to work out the gremlins, and you know they will be competitive. It's just a matter of time. Executone telephone crew watching. This is the local television station here in Seattle broadcasting the race, and this is the Squire Shop Britannia crew watching the race from inside their own truck. Hell, why not? There's their boat. Back in the back chute, Tom DeHeath giving chase to Scotty Pierce. Scott out of Seattle and a driver from Detroit. Tom DeHeath and the Squire Shop Britannia giving chase. Good old Detroit-Seattle rivalry reborn. More of the Executone crew discounting laps now. Average speed for the Executone, 120 miles per hour. Fourth place, Sailor One and Todd Yarling. If they can hold on to fourth, they've got a great shot at making the top six. Executone Telephone, though, is in first place. Scotty Pierce driving a whale of a good race. Whatever their problem was earlier, they seem to have ironed it out. I know the crew worked a couple of all-nighters trying to get the engines tuned back in. They broke a number of them in the past couple of weeks. The Budweiser, third place. That should put Krupfeld and company into the final with no problem at all. Todd Yarling out of Madison, Indiana. Jim Sedam, the owner of this boat out of Madison. Some wonderful people, and I'm sure a popular racer with the fans, hoping to get into the final. Look at the Executone riding on that skid fin as it comes around again, that testy north turn. But more importantly, Scotty Pierce will pick up 400 points, 700 for the day. He should be in the final, and the run for the Gold Cup later today. So looking at the numbers, Executone Telephone's on top of the heap. Squire Shop Britannia, great day with 1,000 points. The Budweiser should be all right for the final. Moving on down the line. We understand, by the way, the Executone Telephones broke down coming back into the pits.
Let's find out now. Big excitement down here, Don, right now. Let's talk to the driver. Scott, 123, 123, 124. Did you run out of gas?
Yes, I ran out of gas when I went by the finish line. They gave me the checkered, but I was lapping of Mitch Evans, and I wasn't sure. I thought maybe I jumped. I thought I'd read legal on our Executone clock, but I wasn't positive. I couldn't afford to take any chances, so I made an extra lap. And as you can see, if I do jump the gun, I won't complete the heat.
Over at the Cellular One camp, driver Todd Yarling's fans think he made the final. Could very well be, has quite a few points. The Battle of the Turbines is next.